I know you, I see you, and I know you want top dollar for your house, and you don't want any costly surprises when you go to sell it. Today, I'm sharing 15 gadgets and a few additional tips that will help you save thousands when you go to sell your home. Now, my name is Audra Lambert. I've been in the business for over 20 years. I've seen just about everything. Boy, have I. And these are helpful tips that I think will help avoid major pitfalls for you when you go to sell your home. Now, I'm on my way to go stage and prep a house for sale. I'm going to share some of these gadgets that I use on a daily basis. I'm packing my car right now. Gadget number 1 is EMF Detector. EMF stands for electromagnetic fields. This has been a recent purchase of mine. It's my top selling product on my Amazon storefront, believe it or not. And I am seeing more buyers come into homes and they're testing the property out. They just take it out of their purse and I'm always wondering what they're looking at. And now I know. I did this around my own house. I was surprised at what I found. I have one of those desks that can go up and down so I can stand up. And the button that I pushed to elevate it was going off bright red. I was surprised at how much EMF it actually radiated. I immediately disconnected it. Might be smart for you that are selling your house to buy one of these because more than likely your buyer is going to pull this out and do their own tests. And if you are under power lines or have power lines near you, I promise you, your buyer will be getting one of these little guys. So not a bad investment, good for your health. And if there are any concerns in your house, you can obviously get ahead of it. And another helpful little tip for those of you who have power lines near your home, you can always call out your electric company. They usually do a complimentary EMF detection service that you can provide to your buyers. It helps overcome some of those objections or concerns for buyers that are interested in purchasing your house. Gadget number 2 is the gas leak detector. I always walk around my properties when I'm selling them and check for any gas leaks. I can't tell you how many times there are gas leaks that come up on those home inspection reports. So grab one of these, whether you're selling your home or not. It's always a good maintenance tool. Check around those stoves, check around the water heater, check around any fireplaces. Also, if you don't want to buy one of these little gadgets, you can always call your gas company. They can come out if you have any concerns or smelling something that's just not right. It's usually a complimentary service. Gadget number 3, you guessed it, it's the Fluke. For those of you who are watching me, know I'm in love with this little device. So what it is, it's a circuit breaker finder. You stick this little guy into the wall and you go to your circuit breaker board and you run this little guy down the circuit breaker board and it will turn green once you hit the right circuit breaker. And the reason why this is so important is because it comes up in a home inspection and your buyer wants the circuit breaker board properly labeled. Now, for some of you who don't want to spend the money on this, I totally get it. Most of you are in housing tracts that are wired properly. So go find a neighbor that has one of these and has their circuit breaker board properly labeled and you can kind of copy them. But please don't underestimate the importance of this. The other wonderful thing about this little gadget is you can plug this little guy into the outlet so you know which one has juice and which one doesn't. Love this. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to the house today and they don't have their circuit breaker board labeled properly. So guess what I'm going to go do? I'm getting pretty good at this. Gadget number 4, this is the moisture gauge. What it does is it detects moisture. So you're going to take this little guy and you're going to check under all your sinks. Every single home inspection, there seems to be some moisture somewhere and your buyers hate moisture. They think mold. So you want to get one of these to maintain your home, whether you're buying or selling. So you're going to check under your sinks. You're going to check in those laundry rooms. You're also going to check near the dishwasher. For some reason, that dishwasher always has moisture and there seems to be leaks behind it. This is a lifesaver. Better to know ahead of time and also for your own health safety. For some of you who are worried about slab leaks, I highly suggest you buy this as well. I'm worried about my house because my pipes aren't great. And how you know you have a potential slab leak is usually the floor gets really warm. So if you put your little moisture meter on there, it will let you know if there's any water. My dog lays on the floor, so I'm always like, I got a slab leak. And I grab this little thing and it's like, no, your dog was laying here. I love this tool. Since we're talking moisture, let's talk about gadget number 5, which is a soil moisture or water meter. Now, I use this to test the water levels in my plants. You'll notice that I got the super long one. Don't get the short ones, get the long one because you can go deeper in the pots. But what I use this for is I check the exterior of the home. So oftentimes there's sprinklers that break or there's an underground pipe, or if you notice that there's a lot of green moss, take one of these. And if you stick it all the way down there and it's sopping wet in just one particular area, you have a problem and your home inspector will call it out. So this is cheap. Once again, I will link all these down below. Gadget number 6, the cordless leaf blower. I love this thing. This is a recent purchase. I upgraded the last one I have. It's cordless. It has a backup battery. Now, I did link this in my Amazon storefront. Any of these guys will work. This one's super lightweight. I keep it in my car at all times. You're like, Audra, how's this going to save me money? Because you need to have presentation. Your first impression is always super important. You need to make sure that your house is completely blown out. Now, there was one time where on a home inspection, this one tree was dropping his leaves, and the home inspector said, hey, I think you have some type of bug or some type of virus. Came up on a home inspection report. So if you do have leaves that are chronically dropping, it could be just the time of the season, and you don't want that coming up on a home inspection. Also, this guy's great. Instead of vacuuming, you can just blow things out really quickly. And when I go to wash my car, it actually blows and dries it off pretty quickly. I love this thing. I love it. Love it. Gadget number 7, the black light. This detects pet urine. I'm telling you, your buyers who are sensitive to it will come in with one of these and you won't even know it. Also, it's good maintenance all year round because you don't want to be living in bad air quality. Now, we all know I'm a pet lover. I have my little olive necklace on. That's my dog. And I thought for sure, like, she's been really good. Well, I just recently ran this over my area rugs and she's been a naughty girl, naughty animal. And so I've had to have my carpets cleaned. So it's always good to maintain your house from all pet odors and also urine. It can be not so good for you. Gadget number 8 is my battery charging organizational system. Isn't this cool? So I love this because I'm at properties, the smoke detectors go off or the ceiling fan remote's not working and I have my batteries ready to go. But more importantly, what comes with this little package is one of these, which is called a battery tester. How cool is this? See this? So if you're selling your home, highly suggest on your smoke detectors to test each battery. Save you a lot of time, money, hassle, and nothing's more annoying. Like when I'm showing your property and the stupid smoke detectors are chiming. So annoying. I hate that. Of course, my husband has to back his car out. I'm never going to get this video done. So annoying. But since we're here, why don't you subscribe to my channel? Smash the like button. You guys all know what my goal is. I know you're all sick of hearing it. All right, we're almost done. So fun videoing at your house. Gadget number 9 is your water pressure gauge. So you put this at the hose bib, you twist it on, you turn the water on, and it will tell you what your PSI rating is. So the average should be around 60 to 80 PSI. You know, if it's below or above that, I highly suggest that you adjust your water pressure regulator. Now, you cannot change the water pressure coming from the street to the house. If it's too high, you can turn it down, but if it's too low, there's very little things that you can do about it. If you're buying a house, you're going to want to know ahead of time. And if you are a seller, you're going to want to know what your water pressure is. And it's always good to have one of these on your house. Check it regularly in case, you know, your water pressure regulator breaks or if the water pressure increases. You don't want to blow out any pipes. Gadget number 10. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lift it up. Need to get my muscles working. Okay, here you are. Okay, I can't do it. This is a power washer, okay? You need one of these. I promise you. I can't tell you how many times I use this. Now, a lot of you have water that settles on your patios, and your buyers might think, oh, they have drainage issues, when in actuality, it just got a little shady, okay? Or you just have dirt everywhere, okay? This thing rocks. I mean, especially for those of you who are driving your cars on your driveway, you have tire marks, this thing takes it right away. Now, I will link it down in my Amazon storefront. Doesn't really matter which one you use. You can go rent one of these guys. However, I'm telling you, I think mine was $100 and some odd. I've had it for 4 years. The only downside to it is it's not an industrial power washer. So yesterday we were power washing the house that I'm staging today. And we had to do 2 days of power washing. That's how dirty it was. It will overheat if you use it for more than 5 hours. So it was a huge mess that we took care of last week, but I could not live without this thing. It is something that will save you money in the long run, as long as you have the patience, because it is a lot of work, but it helps maintain your house throughout the years. And when you go to sell your home, you will avoid some of those concerns about just dirt and debris, and it'll make your house sparkle. Gadget number 11 is a stud finder. Now, this is not the one that I typically use. I'll link the other one up here. It's also linked down below. My girls came by the house today and are hanging artwork and are using my other one. This one works just as well, but I have multiple of these. See, I even have another one because we use these things so often. So what this is it helps find the stud in the wall. And you're like, Audra, how in the world is that going to save me money? Well, we had an incident a couple months ago where we had a hutch that wasn't properly secured on the wall. It wasn't in the studs. And when the cleaning lady came to put the final touches on the house, it fell down. Everybody was fine. It was a big scare. So for some of you who have large items or large artwork, I highly suggest that you make sure it's in the stud so it doesn't fall on any of your visitors. It could, create some issues in the long run. And also, you don't want anything falling on you either. So make sure your stuff's all properly secured. Gadget number 12 is this Flip 5 stereo. Now, any of these stereo things will work. I just love this one. It's super easy. No fuss, no muss. And I play classical music on it. So any showing or any open house, all my properties have stereos and beautiful music streaming. Now, I'm not trying to mask any major noise, but it helps relax the visitors. It also helps minimize maybe your neighbors jumping in a pool or a dog barking or God knows what. But when people come to visit my open houses or my showings, they always say, it's so beautiful in here because there's just something special about music being played. Now, I always suggest classical music. How can you go wrong with classical music? So it's usually very calming. It's not offensive. Highly suggest you get one for when you are showing properties, but also for your own personal use. I play mine all the time. Gadget number 13 is the green machine. Okay, mine's blue. I don't understand that. But it's like a carpet cleaner or a spot cleaner for rugs or areas that maybe pets or it'll just say mishaps happen. So today I'm bringing my green machine, blue machine, to the property because the previous owners spilled some coffee on a couch and they haven't been able to get it out. I guarantee you I'll be able to get it out with this little guy. Now you can always hire carpet cleaners to come in. You can always hire someone to redo your drapes and clean those as well, but it's expensive. So if you maintain your house over the years, with little guys like this, especially if your pets are doing that, naughty little things on the carpet or the drapes, saves you a lot of money in the long run, and it's very convenient. Okay, gadget number 14 is this Vitruvi Essential Oil Diffuser. Now, the reason why it's still in the box is because I'm going to gift this to one of my sellers. And my seller told me when I first put the house on the market, she said, Audra, we're not putting candles. I know you love doing that, or your vanilla spray. I just can't handle any of that. I'm like, okay. Can we at least try this essential oil diffuser? And she loved it so much that she asked me where I got it. And of course, don't tell her, but I'm going to give this to her as a parting gift because we are closing our house next week. When a house smells good, people like to stay longer. They have an experience. And when you're selling your home, you want to enjoy your home. And whether you're selling your home or just living in it, make it smell good. You'd be surprised at how much enjoyment you get out of your home when you have a wonderful smell, especially if it's not bothersome to you. I'm not sponsored, I promise. I will link some scents down below that I do like and I do put in my homes. Okay, gadget number 15 is get a proper security system. It doesn't have to be fancy. I have the Ring camera in my house. I have it outside and inside. You can see it's not attached. It's rechargeable. The batteries last about 2 months for me. It's super simple. Now, the beauty of this is when you go to move, you just take it with you, okay? Now, whether you're selling or buying a home, I highly suggest that you have some type of security system. Now, I do manage these little guys on my phone. They're super easy, simple. Now, if you are selling your home, I highly suggest that you put a sign like this out. It pretty much notifies the buyer that the house is being watched, okay? So that keeps them pretty much on good behavior. A lot of you are working with agents that don't privately show your home, meaning those listing agents aren't there during the showing. And you're a little nervous about it. You're like, I don't want some random human just opening a lockbox and viewing my home. I don't know who they are. So you want to stay to observe. And I can tell you that most buyers don't love that, okay? These little guys will see way more than you will. And if you put a sign like this up, it will, do its job. I promise you. Final tip away. The one tip that will save you thousands of dollars when you go to sell your home is that you need to get a home inspection on your property before you sell it. And for those of you who have been living in your house for some time, I highly suggest that you get a home inspection just for maintenance reasons. You may not know that your sewer line's all plugged up, or you may not realize that your HVAC system's on its last leg, or your roof is in dire straits. Very important that you keep on top of this. I literally just got off the phone from this lovely couple, Faith and John in Maryland, and they backed out of escrow because the buyer just couldn't handle all the deferred maintenance. You don't want that to be you. Now, I have done a video on how to avoid a terrible home inspection. I will link it down below. I also have a resource guide that We'll list all the things that you need to know about a home inspection, what type of interview questions you should be asking your listing agent or your buyer's agent, staging tips. We also have like lighting guides. It's all linked down below. It's all free. Thanks so much for watching this video. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you don't mind. I appreciate all of your interaction and all of your suggestions and all your support over the years. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.